Okay, in this video we're going to show you how to take pre-manufactured laminated countertop that's produced and provided by the big box stores. And what you have right now, you're looking at two slabs right now. One's 4 foot, the other one is an 8 foot length, which right now is turned upside down. Okay, a lot of guys will try to cut this, put it right on top of the countertop. Problem being is there's a build-up requirement that has to take place. If you look at the countertop itself, your depth right here is 1.5 inches. That's what your countertop should be built up to. And the way you do that is you use strip wood, pressed wood, or 3/4 plywood, and you do that in strips, which I'll show you how to do. The other section is to be modified, but if you try to put the countertop on top of your cabinets, one of two things: you could punch a screw through and pierce and damage the laminate underneath. The other issue is the carryover lip would actually come down and possibly interfere with drawer operation, and therefore this would come down too far and impede the cabinet or impede the drawer operation. So once I cut and modify these, and I would have to say, if you're not skilled at cutting countertop for length, we have 4 foot. We're going to turn this one into a 36-inch 3 foot. Then I'm going to show you how to finish the ends out. So if you're not skilled with getting exact cuts, true miters or true flush cuts, then I recommend having somebody else cut it for you, or having someone else do the build up for you. Okay, so once we cut this, then we'll come back. Okay, before cutting, you want to get a quick idea what you're making for your length. This particular first length is 64.5 inches, which is what you see on the tape. And the way to get that, a real easy way, is measure end to end, and then again up towards the front. I won't bore you with the details. Okay, that gives you your mark at 64.5. And you want to take your carpenter square. You can do it a couple different ways. This is manufactured, it's all machined, so everything on here is predominantly square, and that'll give you your mark. Okay, you strike your mark, and then you'll cut your laminate. Get your down post form. You simply use a square. You can use it in this fashion, you can use it in this fashion. Either or will give you a square cut. The tricky part is cutting it, and you're always going to cut it this way and then upside down, because the blade's going to pull up, and that'll keep the laminate on the other side from splintering or pulling. Okay, I'm going to fast forward here, give you a quick look at the cut. This is the cut off, and what you're checking for are any type of chips or flakes or cracks or lifts. And we did pretty good here. Take a look at this way, you'll see it's a pretty true cut. Alright, now you're ready to do an end cap build. Okay, and a build up on the reverse side, which I'll show you. Okay, once the sink is done, cut out, you have to follow your manufacturer's directions and instructions on assembly. This is our countertop, modified for a chimney wall here. And what we're going to do is we're going to add these build-ups. So when you look at this, you'll see this is built up in equal portion to the countertop, and that gives you a raise. So that'll actually give you a profile. Now this will be an end kit, but this will give you a thicker profile, which will average about 1.5 inches. And that's what you'll actually screw your cabinetry right to. So we'll take a look at it when it's done. Okay, turned up on end, this countertop is cut. That's a 36-inch piece. And you'll see end caps. See the wood that's added in here. That's also an end cap, and it serves as a build-up. And as you can see, the build-up allows for a flush 1.25 inches in this case, tops. And to see this from the flip side, this is what the counter would look like. That's a complete build-up. So now when your cabinet sits, it'll sit on those rails. Okay, and then what that does, that gives you a proper height. Okay, the finished countertop, once it's done, and to connect it from the underside, you'll see wood crosses or plastic crosses. Usually 1.5 inches, 1.25 inch screw up through that into the countertop. There's usually more than enough to secure it. And you always want to have somebody pressing downward here as you're screwing up inside. Take both drawers out. Relatively simple, a little dark in there to show you by video, but that's your end product with your finished out end.